Sorry. So, hey, so Andrew from YouTube. Hey, Dr. D. Hope all's well. Been a while. Unless you have more people on Twitch, I can switch over there. So you can do whatever you want. I will be streaming, trying to figure out my trying to get a local Git repository going. Because I posted it in Twitch, but basically what happened is I was kind of working on some stuff, and I'm like, well, let me restructure my project, which was a very bad idea, because when I did that, I thought it would have kind of restructured itself automatically, and it did not do that. It did something interesting. So it kept the folders where I had them originally. It added folders where I wanted to move them, and there was nothing in either of them. So I'm like, that's weird. So I went into the actual file. Like I went into, let me pull it up real quick. Shrink that down. Actually, hang on. Give me 1 second. I will get there real quick. I just don't want to give away too much stuff. Unreal Projects. No idea what I'm doing. Is my project name. It's a great name. Content. So in this folder, right, you know, no idea what I'm doing on my E drive in my UE projects folder. So this, I added this character folder and it had a player folder. Well, when I went into the player folder, and I moved, blueprints and I moved input. I added animation blueprints because those were in here. After the fact, but there's stuff in here now because I've been going through and doing stuff. This was still here, which was fine, but everything else was gone. All my blueprints from here, both of these were gone, so now I just kept been going back and redoing everything. So it's been fun. So I was going to try to make a local repo. I don't do much Twitch at all anymore. Today I watched Timmer, but he only goes on Saturday. Twitch has taken signing me out every time. YouTube never does that. Needs my data too much, I guess. So usually when it's weird though, because whenever I sign into Twitch, it's like, hey, remember me for 30 days, but that 30 days is really like forever, because I've never been signed out. I mean, unless you're using the app, but even then, I think the app even keeps you signed in too. So I don't know why. I mean, I've never had an issue with it. I mean, even updates, phone updates, any sort of updates, I've never had an issue with it. Also, I'm going to log. So I did get, I'm not going to play it, but I did get Borderlands. I'm going to start it up real quick. I do want to mention this because I know there's a lot of issues that people are having with running Borderlands 4. It is strange. Maybe some settings on my desktop, or maybe Google is signing me out of reduced competition. I mean, anything's possible, honestly. Hang on, let's move this over. Let's pop this open. Oops, that's not what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. I don't know. Oh, I turned the sound off. I turned the game audio off. We can turn that back up real quick. Let me make sure it's game. Okay. This, I don't want it too loud, so I turned it down some. So basically, I did Vex. That's who I've been playing with. But, so what I did, that's still a little loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. Let me turn it down here for me too. So basically, I know there's like a lot of people have been having issues, so... Okay, I was about to say, what the heck's going on? Nothing. So when I do my visuals, I go to advanced. Like, the only thing I don't have is this is balanced, but everything else is maxed out. And I do have a 4090, so I mean, I have a pretty decent card. So what I do though is if you go back into basic, I turn on custom FPS and I turn this on to 60, because I mean, you can move it up or down. Like, I turn mine off. I'm usually sitting between 130 and 150, more towards the 150 end. So I've seen it dip down to 130-ish, low 130s, but then it kind of bounces back up in the 140s. But so what I do is I can play with like like in this badass graphics preset. I set this down because my GPU gets very hot. I've seen it up to 110, so I put this back down to balanced. Let me see if I pull that up real quick. If we go home, I mean, even right now it's running a little hot just because I'm in the, these are usually like 20 degrees cooler. It's because I'm in this menu and it's going to just run hot for the whole time for whatever odd reason. That's this specific temperature, but the other ones are fine. So this specific one will go down. I don't know which one that is, but like I said, I do balanced and I do 60, wherever that, 60 back here in this basic. If it goes back. I do 60 back here in the basic, and then I go to, I go to advanced, and I can do badass, and I have no issues. I have not had any stuttering. I have not had any issues running this game at all, besides some bugs that I have seen where it's like, hey, go kill all these reapers, and I'm like, or rippers or whatever, and I'm like, there are none. They're all gone. So you had to leave and come back. So other than that, I've never had any issues. So if anybody wants to try that, and let me know if they have issues, but just give that a shot and see if that, hopefully that'll work for anybody. I did want to mention that, so we will exit that though. So quick game. Oh no. Here's my friends list. Move that over there. But we can go back here. So I just want to get that out of the way. It is strange. Maybe some settings on my desktop, or maybe Google's. Like I said, that is very weird. Usually when the only time I've ever been signed out of Twitch is like for when I'm, let's say, using OBS and I had to reinstall it, or not even updates will get rid of it. So it's weird. But I did, like I said, I did want to look up, we can look it up for a little bit, but I think we could focus on that. Perplexity AI. That's actually kind of a nice one. So we'll use this one for right now. So we will check out. But yeah, hopefully you're doing all right as well, Andrew. Like I said, I haven't really seen you too much. I know you mentioned something about, you said staying off of Twitch, which is honestly, it's like I said, I just stream to Twitch in case anybody wants to come in, friends or whoever want to come in and say hi. Oh, it's good. Doing fine. Oops. How are you doing? Overall, I'm personally, I'm doing fine. I mean, I've decided that I'm going to start learning or studying for the CISSP. So if we kind of look that up, so the Certified Information System Security Professional, they can be like they can go out and like audit people. They can be like your company's CISO. They could be a security manager, stuff like that. Yeah, I have been, but of course, let me see if I can make that slightly bigger because that's very small. Ooh, I'm on one. Oh, it's working. I don't know how to zoom in. I don't know how to make the chat bigger. Oh well. But yeah, that's where I was, and then I decided I'm gonna go for this because it's like once you have your CISSP, and I also have a master's degree and I have experience. I mean, I'm hoping, for that to be, give me an extra like $30,000 to $40,000 bonus, like bump in pay. I mean, even if I were just to leave based on my past experience, I could probably get pretty close to that if I go out into the private sector, but right now where I work, it's pretty closed off. They're not looking for anybody right now, because their budget is kind of blown, which usually happens when you decide to run like 4 major projects at once. So they kind of blew out the budget. very drastically. But not to worry, I'm fine. So, but yeah, my main so what I do at work is I do a number of things. I do so if any IoT device goes on the network, it has to come through me, and I have to kind of design a solution based on items that were figured out before I took over the position. So I just have to figure out which one would be the best fit for what's going on. And usually we'll put it on one of the networks that kind of goes directly out, or we'll put it behind a firewall if we need to. Other than that, there's really not, there's other things that we can do, but nothing else has popped up. Like, hey, you just need to put on a different ISP or, something like that. That's at, whatever site that's at. Like I said, that's never really happened yet. I also work on a number of disaster recovery plans. So, there's a team that their job is to make sure everybody turns in their disaster recovery plans, and I'm in charge of a couple of them. And they're like, it's kind of funny. They're like, we won't tell you what to do, but you need this. I'm like, but you said you won't tell me what to do, but you're saying I need that specific item. Like recently it was, hey, we're not going to tell you what to do, but you need to add processes and procedures. I'm like, really? Because you just literally said you're not going to tell me what to do, but now you're telling me what I need to add. Okay, that works. But yeah, what else do I do? I work on our IPAM solution. I'm taking over for that. I am going to be helping with some of the WAN items. I basically, if anything needs to be done, since everybody else has a specific task that they do, it just comes to me and I'll do it. So I have like a very wide variety of things I do. And some of them are just really small things I don't really worry about too much, that just go along, and then if something happens, I just go tinker with it real quick and I get it fixed. So, but yeah, I do a lot of things. But I'm actually looking at getting my CISSP. Like I said, I have a master's in information assurance and cybersecurity, and my bachelor's is in information technology and cyber defense. So, I've done a lot with, not necessarily work wise, but for work, I've done a lot with audit, not necessarily auditing, but, our governance, risk and our GRC tool. There we go. Government governance, risk and compliance. So there's a number of steps you have to do with that to make sure anything that comes on, it has, people need to sign off and making sure it's like, yes, I understand what the risk is, because that's kind of what we lay out. Here's your risk, and they could accept it or mitigate or do whatever they need to do, but they know what the risk is, and we just make sure that they know, so they make an informed decision. At the very end, yes, they get the check. So I worked with that for about 2.5 years. I've done a lot of network security stuff too. So like I have ample security experience. So hopefully I have enough to just get this instead of being an associate. Because when you take the, sounds like you have a lot going on. Well done. Wasn't your daughter graduating or going to college or something? Sorry. No, you were correct. 100% correct. My daughter graduated in... well, technically she graduated she was done with school in January. She didn't have to go anymore. She had all her credits required for high school. So she wasn't really doing anything. She could have continued to go to classes and whatnot, but she ended up not. So she, graduated in June, got her diploma and everything. And then she's starting at her local community college. So she's doing a general education, and then she's going to be transferring to one of the state schools. So she's working on aligning all her classes to be easily transferred from where she's going to the state school. And that state school is one of the ones that they do, you know, they have a deal with, or whatever however you want to call it. So, but yeah, so then, and she doesn't drive yet, so I've been working with her, and come to find out I was doing parking wrong. So we started doing parking and recently.
Talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does, why is it doing what it's doing. Get it out of my face.
I love Gary Busey, he's great. I do a Paradox. Sure, hopefully college is fun. I enjoyed it. Smart to think about transfer credits. Yeah. So, but yeah, she doesn't drive yet, so that's what we're working on. Like driving, she's fine now. Before she would go kind of slow, but now she's, you know, going the speed limit. She doesn't really want to go above the speed limit, which is understandable. Parking though, you know, and so for us, yes, you could park wrong, because so what you have to do, our parking is, or for the driving test is interesting. So it's been a while for us. So Paradox and I live in the same state. But so in our state, there's a couple things you have to do. You have to go up to a line, you have to stop, you have your front bumper within 2 feet of the line, and it's a 12-foot line. Just to kind of pull, like you're pulling into a parking spot. Then from the next one is you have to back into a 12-foot wide driveway. And she's actually can now, like, she hasn't even been planning on doing it, but she can actually back into parking spots now, so she's fine with that. So now we're gonna go take her out parallel parking tomorrow. So, and that's, I know, the hardest one. I switched schools and had to fight. I was also late to drive. I didn't have a car, so I didn't see priority license and no cars thing. Yeah. But so the thing is my mom, so unfortunately my dad passed away back in February. My mom decided, you know, she didn't want her vehicle anymore. So she went out and she bought a new vehicle, which very low mileage, you know, so she's like, she wanted a new vehicle to last her, you know, the rest of her life. So she got a vehicle, it's a 2021 Jeep, Wrangler. 2-door manual, so it's like pretty much a unicorn, because the likelihood of finding those is very rare. From there, she was giving her other Jeep Wrangler she had to my daughter for like a graduation gift. Right now it's in the shop though, because there's some issues with the 4-wheel drive, so I have to talk to her to see if they called her back yet, because it's been there for like 3 weeks. Yeah, it was rough. It's kind of like, I mean, I still can't believe that, you know, he passed. I mean, you know, the last week he was alive, he told me a lot of stuff that I didn't even know pertaining to, you know, a number of kind of like family things. So, car's very nice gift. I got a CD player. My mom has hung up her license mercifully. She can't see graded. Yeah, that's a good thing. Honestly, my opinion though is, when you're young, you should have to take, you know, a driving exam, you know, to get your license. Understandable. And then you're, you know, maybe in 50s, every 5 years or something, you should be required to take a get an eye exam at the Secretary of State. And do maybe not 50, maybe 55 or 6, like retirement age maybe, but also be required to, you know, do the driving test. Honestly, man, I've seen a lot of older people drive like 20 under the speed limit. I know, I'm at retirement age. So I've seen a lot of older people drive very slow. And if they cannot drive the speed limit, I mean, that's already an issue right there, because that could cause an accident. And I'm trying to look out for everybody. Like I said, that's my opinion. I mean, I'm just trying to make sure everyone's safe. And that's, I believe, one way that could be done. Yeah, so Andrew wrote over on Twitch, it was scary the last time I rode with her at night. It was really bad. Well, you see, I don't mind it either because I can pass, but when I can't pass, I get very irritated. I know, but then again, I've seen like someone that I think she was like in her probably 80s at least. Remember when 127 was 55? She'd freaking doing 80 because I'm doing fucking 65 and she flew by me. I was like, holy crap. But yeah, so that was my plan in the end. Is I've been studying little bits here and there, working on trying to get this. Oh, moved over to Twitch. How you doing? More action here. No, it's just Paradox. But yeah, so what we're doing, I needed to look up how do you create a local Git repository on your computer. There we go. Because I've been trying to figure out how to do this. Command in the root directory of your project. This initializes a new hidden by creating a hidden .git folder that tracks Git. Okay. Steps to create a local Git. Choose a directory for your project. Open terminal. Get in it. Is now a Git repo hidden. It doesn't make any sense though to me. Because what this is saying is, because it's saying it's creating it. Hang on. So to create a local Git repo on your computer, use the Git init. So we can do that too. We can cmd run that as administrator. Yes. Hang on. E:// E. What? There we go. That's weird. Okay, so we're on the E drive, so we do CD Unreal projects. So, and then we can do our LS. Oh, dir. LS doesn't work in CMD. It works in PowerShell though. So we have. This is the project. That's our project. So create or choose a directory for your project. See, this is what for your project. So do we need to create? See, that's what I don't understand. Okay, so we'll create make dir repo cd repo, and then we can make dir repo dash no idea what I'm doing. So we made two directories, so we can do dir. We could see that we have this one that we just made because that make dir. So your mk is make make, and then your directory. I only have like 3.5 terabytes of free space. I don't know if I have enough. So we made that. Open a terminal. Okay, so we can go into cd repo. No idea what I'm doing. Git init. Okay, so we made an empty one there. The directory will not have a hidden dir. We can look and see real quick if there is a hidden directory. Let me do that. E drive, UE projects, repo. Yep, so if we look here, we can actually see that we do have that hidden file. And it has kind of the stuff for the Git. I might have done this wrong. Now to start tracking, run git add dot to stage all files and what? Okay, so we initialize to start tracking git add dot. What does this do? But will that work for... This is what I'm not sure of. More action over here, barely. So... Oh, there'd be an ad, it looks like. So we need to... So we ran our get ad stage. So it says get commit, though. I don't... Initial commits. So create copy files and use get add to track. But we have actually GitHub desktop. Oh. So we have this program, this GitHub desktop. I might have messed up. Okay, so let's choose a path. Let's over here. That one we want to E. So let's actually make a whole new folder. Local git. I'm gonna delete the one we just created. So if we do, oops, folder. So we did our E. I created just a local git. We'll add repository. Does not appear. Yes. Description. Git ignore. License. Choose path. That's fine. So create repository. Okay, so we created a local repository. Get local. Can we do a... So that's not what we wanted to do. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll add a... cancel. Because where are we publishing it? It's the local git. Because I don't... So GitHub, all right. So GitHub for Windows. Hang on, let's do it right here real quick. So right here, follow up. Using, if I am using GitHub for Windows, can I create a local GitHub repository only is saved on my computer? I'm going to less than useless with stuff. I'm going to less than useless with the stuff unless you need some low level trivia. I'm out of I'm out of my depth, don't worry. Yes, you can create a local GitHub repository using GitHub for Windows. This saves only on your computer, not posted to github.com. Oh, we're an ad. When you create a new repository from GitHub desktop, I can recommend the Zero Sugar Dr. Pepper Blue. I heard that was very good. I actually have been drinking the Zero Sugar Mountain Dew myself. My wife likes the normal, just zero sugar Dr. Pepper though, and that I haven't. I might have tasted it. I don't think there's really much difference. Dr. Pepper's like really good at making sure their drinks taste very similar. Okay, so let's add a new one so I can. Okay, I think my keyboard's done. Let me unplug my mouse. Oh, crap. That's dumb. That's so dumb. There we go. Nope, that's not it either. But oh, that's not it. I don't know where my charging thing is. Thought it was. Oh, looks like ads are done. I don't know where my charger is. So I have USB-C and I need USB-A. Where'd the A go? Is it the blue? I think it's the blue. Ah, probably what it is. It's the blue. Okay, that's why I couldn't find it because I forgot. There we go. Charging that. Okay, so it looks like we can just use. All right, I messed up, so I don't want it to be. I want it to be in this folder. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new one. We're going to choose. We're going to delete that. Okay, it didn't work. New folder. We're going to name this whatever we named our project. No idea what I'm doing. Perfect. Perfect name for a project. No idea what I'm doing. We're going to select this folder. We're going to add the repository. Hang on. Edit. Why? Add local new repository. What is do a new one? Here, let's do no idea what I'm doing. We're gonna choose our E drive. We're gonna do local git. No idea what I'm doing. Select folder. I don't want to ignore anything. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now we have that. Now let's go over to here. Control. Connect to revision control. Git. Let me move this over here just to make sure. Yes, good thing I moved it because I had my personal email. It's fine. I don't really care. It was weird because I thought I was using my other email. Current project is not going to get repository. Add a dot get ignore. Add a basic readme. Add a dot attribute to enable. We don't. Do we need? That's something else we could ask it. Where's it at? Here. Your model looks very swank. I remember when you first started in on this. Oh, so no, that's no. I still have that model. It's. Hang on, I could show you. I'm just not. I decided I'm not gonna do anything until a little bit later. I'm gonna build everything, and then at the end, I'm going to then convert it over to use this one as soon as I figure out where it's at. Library, Unreal Engine, library. Oh, it's coming up. Hang on. But I think one of the days I might set aside to kind of work on maybe Blender to start getting skills in Blender so I can make some stuff myself. Like there's some issue I mean, I like how these assets look. It's just the hands I don't like. So you have a thumb and index. You have like these two, and then this is like the third. This last three fingers are your last like digit. Okay, I better shut this off. Here it is. I still have all that stuff. That's off. Like I still have all of it. It's just I haven't imported it yet. I don't like how he's like leaning forward weird. He's running weird. Like I don't like that. Like he can't even walk up steps because they didn't like do this correctly. Like I'd have to go in and mess with it. Which is fine. The other thing they could have done was kind of done. Where's it at? No. There we go. Oops. And then raise this up. And then move it out a little bit more. So they could have done this. This should work. Yeah, so I mean, they just didn't do it right. What you should do is make a new Animal Crossing. I am still playing the old one so the thing is, the funny thing is I was talking to someone about that. So first I'll tell you what I am going to do, and then I'll talk about that after. So what I decided to do is, instead of making a big game or anything like that, I decided to kind of cut up so that I learn. So for this one I'm just learning how to use only melee weapons. So you got your sword, your shield, your single sword, dual wielding swords, a two-handed sword, or other, two-handed axe, two-handed whatever, two-handed spear, stuff like that. So all your melee stuff. Make like a little game or something, and then just kind of put it on itch.io, and then people can download it and stuff. And just something just to learn, right? So the next thing I was going to do is take a lot of that stuff I learned from that, and then make a game that focuses more where your characters range. So like an archer, learn how to do all the archery stuff. So then I have, the inventory system still. I might change it, but a lot of the basic stuff's still going to be the same, movement and everything. And then make a small game revolving around that. Put it on itch.io and just be done with it. Then I was going to work on doing the exact same thing but for magic. So doing like all the magic stuff, which is, which would be kind of like, I don't know if there's anything in this that has it, but yeah, just doing, fire, like blizzard, lightning, air, wind, or whatever, just like the magic stuff, figuring out different spells and stuff for that, and then making a game based off that. Yep, but I was kind of breaking it out so it's kind of individual. So then what I was going to do, once I got all that done, is start working on a game. So, and what I decided to do was, if you look at games, not necessarily like Animal Crossing, but I was thinking more like, I forget the name of that game. I have the game. What's the name of that game? Oops, hang on, I forgot to accept something here. Need to initialize is a gear. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Stardew Valley. So Stardew Valley has a little bit of everything. It has, romance, it has, fighting, it has farming. And to me that kind of is like Animal Crossing. I've never really played it. I would assume Animal Crossing is kind of like that, where you can talk to people. So I was going to make a game kind of like that. So instead of, which, I mean, for me, that's more of a 2D game. So I was going to make that 2D game more like a top-down 3D game. And then not only would I add a lot of that stuff that we learned from my previous thing, but then I could add crafting. I'd have to learn how to do. I'd have to learn how to do the farming side of that. I'd have to learn how to do just a number of things. So but basically kind of have it be similar to that, where you could go out, do, if you've ever played Harvestella, I mean, that's another game similar to Stardew. I would think it's a little bit different. So instead of you going into a dungeon, you have your little farm, and then you go out, do story missions, and you can attack out here, and then you can go back to your farm and do stuff on your farm. You can get stuff out in the world, and then you can go back and plant what you find or you buy and stuff like that. So that's but me personally, that's what I was kind of thinking of doing. But like I said, right now what I wanted to do was kind of work slowly, just piece things together. So I have, hey, I got this part done, and then take that, so let's say this is what I have, my first game, and then we shrink it down because a lot of that's going to be the same. We move it over here and I learn, so my total learning will be like this, and I go back down, I shrink it back down again, and then everything I learned will be even bigger. So as it's kind of, so I have all that stuff, and if I need to go back, I have all that stuff. I can go back, look and see what I did, and kind of, oh well, I don't like how it's done that way, so now I want to try it, maybe this way, or have this type of inventory system, or do something different, just so I kind of get experience. And then from there, then I'll make the game with everything I've learned, plus more, like the crafting, so there's another game I saw, or not necessarily saw, but that I was thinking of too, and I do not remember the name of it, But what you could do is you would go out, you'd go mine stuff, right? Because you were a blacksmith, so you'd go mine the ores, you come back, bring the ores back, you would turn the ores into the metal, and then you would turn the metal into not necessarily just weapons, but you can turn it into farming equipment that some people can use, or or just horseshoes or whatever. People would come in like randomly, just buy stuff and then leave, type of thing too. So like I said, there's a whole bunch of different things that I've seen being done that I can kind of take from and figure something out. So, but yeah, it's still a long ways off. I'm slowly working on getting to understand all of this. So, oh, we're doing, ground speed is, where'd oops, Control Z, Q. All right, there we go. So if we go back here, I thought there was, you may have a good feeling. You just need a good feeling or a good feel to the play. Style may be superficial, but I think it drives a lot of the game. Yes. So, I mean, as of right now, this is what I purchased. Is this? There's a lot of things that come with this. I mean, I don't mind how this looks myself. And I'll probably make at least one game with it. Jeez, oh Pete's. Gosh. So what if we do? What does this do? This is the whole thing. Okay. So if that's not gonna work. That sucks, because this is kind of shitty, I guess. I'd have to go put it in Blender and then make the stairs. Like, I can run up this, but I can't run up this for some reason. It'll just slide right back down, but this is the same. Oh, actually, no, what you could do. I'm not gonna mess with it, doesn't matter. But I know what to do to fix that. Is not croucher. Is something I'm looking for. Is less than or equal to 0. I don't want to be less than 0, because 0 is going to be the very bottom. So we're going to remove that node and do less than or equal to. There we go. So save that. But yeah, so I have some ideas. Like I said, I'm not I'm just trying to learn and understand right now kind of what's going on here, and then later on when I get further along, I'm going to slowly start switching over to be more C++ dependent, but right now I'm not going to worry about that. So if we are going from sprinting to walking, it would be so we want our ground speed to be greater than or less than or equal to less than I think it may be equal to as well. Equal to 600. So, and we'll need an and boolean, because we also want greater than or equal to, that should be a float, dang it. It might work here, hang on. Let's do this. Oops. So we would want it to be greater than or equal to, I think I wanted to say there's a really small number that we had here. Maybe that. I think that'll work. Okay, so I did this specifically because we are moving. and we want to make sure that we're moving when we're going from our sprint to our walk jog, because this we have is greater than. So if you're going from idle to sprint, it's just immediately greater than, which I'm still have to program in. This is, unfortunately, like I said, I moved some stuff around, and this is where we ended up is I'm working, getting sprinting back. Oh, our revisioning thing didn't work though, did it? Connect the version control. Oh, get paths wrong. Hang on, let me see something real quick. It has us in, because it's up here. C drive. It has us go into program files, then Git. Do we have a Git? We do have a Git. Okay, so that's probably right. Git pal, that's for the Git. Root of the repository. That should be right. E, Unreal Projects, no idea what I'm doing. Current project is not contained in a Git. Fill the form up. Okay, hang on. Maybe I forgot to do this. We'll see here in a second while it loads why it's doing that. So we're going from walk jog to sprint. So it's going to be similar. So we have our ground speed be greater than 600. We could put that there. Compile. Okay, so should be all done. The next thing we need to do is set, I think sprint, we do have sprint. Okay. Ooh, it's looking like it's doing good. Okay, so it looks like it's good. So we can accept settings now, maybe. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have the backup stuff behind me. It did work though. I looked back there, the lights changed. But how are you doing today, Rasta? Rasta Funk Jr. Let's see what that is. Oh, you have, let me see. Hang on. I will figure stuff out. Give me 1 second. There we go. Oh, Delta Force. That's very good. Actually, all right, so you are a streamer as well. Okay. I'm doing all right. Trying to figure out multiplayer and broke everything. Yes, I was trying to move my blueprints and the folders were there, but no blueprints in either location. So I've been redoing them. But yeah, that's what happened to me, unfortunately. But it looks like you've been playing Delta Force. Let me go back real quick. We can, since oops, shoot, I think I might have to do it through Firebot event somewhere. I gotta remember how to do this. It's been a minute. Shout out. There we go. We can test it, so I can copy your name real quick. Boom. Oh geez, that's not what I copied. Okay, let's close that. That didn't work. That didn't work how I wanted it. There we go. There we go. That work? I think that worked. That worked? I think it did. There you go. So it looks like you're playing. You do stream software and dev or gaming or software and game dev stuff. So what are you working on? I have a whole bunch of assets that are in my files, but doesn't show in my content folder, and all the support fixes don't work. So did you import them or migrate them over? So they're literally, I haven't done that yet. I've done it a couple times. Hang on, I lied. So I have a couple things in mind. Like these, I could add to the project. Actually, this specifically is this one in this control rig. So the control rig was the mannequin. There's this, which is crouching animations I had. So I was able to just import them, and then you could have to migrate. Maybe, I'd have to look and see exactly. Sets are in my files, but doesn't show my contents. Oh, did you try? Hang on. Did you try? No, you would have. You would have closed it down and reopened it. So I had already had them in one. I changed one thing and they disappeared. I mean, if they're still in your, so technically they're still there. Or did you check? Yeah, go check your. No, that's not the right one. Yeah, go check your project. See if they're actually in. Oh, hang on, I'm going to mine real quick. Here. So yeah, if you go in here and just check in your content in here. So if they're in their so technically there should be in your project. You're not seeing them. All right. I've seen this before. I don't remember what I did. If oh, you probably already did this. You probably already looked into it. So did you delete the hang on. You probably already did this too. What is it? The nope, not this one. Hang on, where's it at? It's back here. Your saved intermediate and what was the other one? Was it config? I think those were the three, right? Did you delete those three and then go back, right click, and then do your generate the Unreal, or one of them? I forget, regenerate it. That's because I know that works usually sometimes. Because what happened, it probably just became unlinked somehow, and you just need to relink it back. And Unreal doesn't see it because it's not linked. But your file explorer sees it because that doesn't matter. Because you can go in order to unlink it. Yeah. Okay. I don't remember the exact files you have to do though. Hang on. Unreal projects. Hang on. We'll see which ones I forget. Okay, here. So these folders contain temporary cache files and are safe to remove to reduce your project file size. They will be regenerated the next time you open the project or compile your code. Binaries build. Oh, I'm hearing myself. I'm like, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? Megatonics. Hopefully you're having a. I'm sorry. Hopefully you're having a awesome day. I should have had you. Yes, you are. You were some people that I know I will give auto shouts out to, and you are one of them. Because I forget and I try to remember, and that's why I've been looking now ever since I did that. I was lurking in your stream. I see myself up here. Hang on, let me close that now. I am running an ad. I will snooze for right now, so we'll have another 5 minutes before the ads play. But yeah, I saw you were starting working back on your game again. I also forget to do shout out. I know I feel bad. That's why I'm like, I will have something else do it for me. So what I do, I could show you real quick, is I have this. It's very nice. It's Firebot. You can create I cannot remember exactly how to do this. Give me 1 second. You create your preset effect list, which is for the shout out. Then you go into events and you can like add like edits. You can run the event effect list that we set here, which is the shout out, and then it shouts out. Yes. I also use StreamerBot as well, but this is what I use for shout outs. I've been slowly adding some stuff to it. I need to go back through because I have I'm part of the Dragon's Nest, which I probably should mention as well. I gotta find which team. Dragon Nest. That is not it. Actually, wanna know what? I am in the Dragon's Nest. I can just go look at myself. Give me 1 second. Where's my mouse? There it is. So I didn't, or I was going to, but here we go. I will show you guys real quick this. So here I'm part of the Dragon's Nest. Let's see where she's at. She's not streaming right here. So Tatsuya's the founder of the Dragon's Nest. Freaking outstanding streamer. Freaking, she is great. I mean, I really don't know what else to say because I mean, she's like, I just kind of chill and freaking I love her streams. She's very. I mean, I don't know. She's chill and she's like gets all like worked up with stuff and it's great. I love being in her stream. It's always super fun. I know some of these other people. I know Demon Fighters. And most of them don't stream like the game and software development stuff like I do, but a lot of them stream a lot of variety of games. So if you guys are looking for anybody streaming any games, definitely check them out. Anybody on the list. Like I said, I don't know everybody. I know a few of them though. Gotcha. So it's more of a variety. Yes. She mainly does. She does two. She does ESO is her main. I mean, there's quite a few people who do ESO, but there's other people like Demon Fighters. He's a pure variety streamer. And there's a number of them as well that are. Let's see what she's doing. Yeah, Phasmophobia too. I forgot. Oh yeah, it's huge. So if you have anything that you want to watch, I mean, there's probably someone on that's streaming it. Fortnite. See what else we got. Goose Duck. Oh. See what else. I'm just kind of curious. Call of Duty, Warzone. I don't know if anybody. I know. Dreamlight Valley, that's like games like this are like really popular. They're a nice cozy game that some like people just like to play sometimes. They're like, hey, let's go play some FPS, and then they're like, all right, time for our little cozy game now. A lot of people I know stream Dead by Daylight too. I know, who was it? I forget. Oh, Linux Gaming's great too. Like I said, I don't know as many of them. I know a lot of them though. But yeah, they're like, if you just saying, that's all I'm gonna say. A lot of them are there. As far as I mean, haven't watched a lot of them. I've interacted with a lot of them, and they're all great people as far as I can tell. So, but yeah, so it looks like okay, here we go. Grab my secret lurk streak. Oh well, that's fine. But yeah, so they do a variety. I don't think I think I'm the only one that does game dev stuff. But I mean, if you want that, I do that. You know, Just Cavino does as well. Him and oh my gosh, Magnetonics both do Godot. I tried Godot. I have no issue with Godot. Like I don't know there. Like I have no issue with Godot. This is a little Godot guy. It's just every time I've tried Godot, it just does not work for me. I think it might just be I just don't understand because I'm used to Unreal. But yeah, so if you try that, just let me know if that works for you, Rasta, because I think what happened is somehow they got unlinked, and that's one way to link it back up is to delete these files. For sure, intermediate and saved and binaries, those three for sure. I wouldn't worry about these other two. It did not. Oh, it didn't work? Dang. Because I was pretty sure, because then when you reconstruct it, it would recreate all those, which should then recreate all the links, and I thought it would work. Huh. I mean, even this was saying, that's why I'm like, oh wait, what files can you delete? It's the folder UE project done. The method fixed my issue. That's from a couple years ago. That's right around when 5 came out. Are you using 5? I would like some assistance with. I have files inside the content folder, and they aren't showing up in the content folder in UE4 though. Okay. Is moving assets from a project with a higher engine level in Windows? I don't think that's probably what happened. 5.6. Okay. So that's not gonna work. Can try in Unreal 5.6. Oops, I can't spell. Assets in the file or in the content in Unreal vanished, but are in File Explorer. Fix this. Refreshing the validating assets and ensuring proper migration. And it's only assets, right? It's none of your other stuff. Right click and fix up redirectors. Oh, that might work. Oh, you probably did that. So if we go into our animations. Yeah, once you be careful moving, because what I did is I moved, and then that was a very bad idea because all my blueprints vanished. But you're only moving assets, so that shouldn't matter. Have you just tried re-importing them, or do you not know where they're at? Oh, that might work. Right click the content. Oh. I guess you could try validating assets and folder. Update redirector references would probably be another thing. Open the asset. What does this do? Okay, I don't know what that does. Oh, since they're already showing, it should just override them, I would think. I was about, because even if they're showing up, I would think that. Oh, ads in progress. All right, give me we can wait. That is weird though. Assets created a new engine version may not show them. That's not what's happening here. Ensure assets using real built-in import. Name. Sometimes renaming would work, but I thought you said that you tried that. So this is something you'd probably do. Show engine plugin content. Verify editor. Ooh, I know this song. This is Final Fantasy 6. Harris theme. I thought so. Huh. So I have. Go here as well because I have this. So got AI. Okay, looks like that we're back. Since you said you were moving stuff around, I would check because it mentions in here restart. Okay, that didn't work. Validate assets. You said that didn't work. Well, we could test that real quick. Hang on. So hang on. Is it? There's two ways you can do it. You can actually let me show you. So because I don't know how to explain it, so I gotta show. So if we look here, if we use our simple crouch, like I can shoot. How do I do that? Oh, library. My bad. So is it from a library? So if you do simple, so sometimes you have to create the project and then migrate them over, or you can just add to the project. Which one? Oh, actually, oh, okay. Okay, hang on. Okay, I was seeing if I make sure I had it. Because usually, like, if I were to, so you would have just moved it. Okay, all right. So it's the third. There's 3 ways then. Okay. So I guess, have you tried going into the content folder in the File Explorer, removing the assets, deleting the binaries, the saved and the intermediate files, and then redoing your project, and then try re-importing it? Have you tried that? That's like, I mean, that's probably the last thing I could think of. That should remove not only the asset itself, but any of the associations with the asset. But I don't know what you're using. Hang on, I don't know what you're using your asset for, though. So if you do that, it might break something. So you just had a FBX file that you imported. Okay, hang on, let me think. So you did something similar like with Mixamo. You created like a FBX file. You would have then... It didn't show up still. So that might be something... So did you try a 5.5 or another version to see if it'd show up in that? Because if it doesn't show up in that either, it might be something with the asset itself or how you're importing it in. You're not, I don't know what you'd be doing, honestly, but like I said, I am not the best at this. I will try to help, but yeah, I'm guessing it's something like Mixamo where you created a FBX file and you imported it and it's not showing up. Usually when you import, I don't even know if I have anything from yeah, I'm just afraid that if you do that, that might not necessarily be the best thing to do. Okay, so that's not I have some Gorka assets. So these are just animations. So if I were to just drag this over, right? You would have probably gotten this screen. You would have had to have selected some sort of skeleton. No, would have probably came with a skeleton. Hang on, that's probably not, that probably wouldn't work. Use migrate from the old project instead of copying. How you doing, Z Positive? Use migrate from the old project instead of the copying directory structures from one folder to the other folder. That But would that work if it's not showing? So yeah, because the only thing I don't know is if you were to migrate from your one project to your other project, and it's not your assets aren't showing up in either, would it then migrate the assets over, even though it's not seeing the assets? That's what I don't know. I mean, is that how that works? I mean, even if the Unreal doesn't see the assets, would it still just transfer everything over regardless? Like everything that's in the file explorer? At least I got version control working. Okay. Oh, hang on. We need to look at our Git. So we did submit content. I'm curious. I'm making sure. Change list description. Where to submit? I finished working on the sprints. Just working on sprints. I don't even know what those little stupid buttons are called. Hang on, cancel. Hang on. These, I don't know what these are called. What are these? These are transition rules. There we go. If we do this, I first work on sprint and the rules for sprint. Okay. Did you see what Z Positive said? Maybe try migrating from your one project, over. See if that might work. Like I said, I don't think it's Unreal. I think it has maybe something to do with the asset. But you said it just vanished all of a sudden, so I'm kind of wondering. So let me see what this does. So I am not seeing... Let's see a commit. Because UE doesn't see the files at all, so the migrate... Oh, that's true, because you can't actually... Well, you can check the folder, though, right? So if I wanted to move this folder... You can't import UES. So from your old project, migrate over. Hey. I mean, you're the migrate. But if, let's say this crouch isn't here, like you can't see this crouch, I don't know if it'll... So even if you don't see, let's say, like, this is the crouch I want, and let's say it's not there, so I would just need to click this folder itself to be able to, and anything in there would still migrate over regardless if UE sees it or not. Is that what you're saying? Because like I said, I have no idea, but it doesn't migrate. Doesn't see. It sounded like he made the asset. Did you use Blender to make it and export it from Blender as a FBX? I don't actually. Do I have Blender? I think I have Blender, right? I do not have Blender. Dang it. Oh, you actually made it in Unreal? Oh crap, I didn't know you could do that. Wait, if it's in... No, okay, so when... Actually, I don't want to use this. We'll use Groke or whatever. Use import then. When... in Unreal, now I'm kind of curious. You piqued my interest. How do you, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that's work. Well, hang on. It still might be there because you're saying that the file explorer sees it, so it's still there. Yeah, so yeah, I wouldn't worry too much because it's there. We just need to figure out how to allow you or allow us or have Unreal actually see it. So how do you create something in Unreal though? That's what I want to know. Is it a entirely different thing? Hang on, nope, this one. So what do I do? I go to here. Do I launch? Hang on, we'll So did you do a game? I mean, is it still under game and stuff? Because now I'm kind of curious on how you make stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna look how to make. How do you make an asset in Unreal 5.6? Create I mean different things depending on type of assets. Use modeling mode in engine creation. Open your project at the top bar. Click modes in the drop down. Oh. Okay, so we created mode. Modeling panel appear. Okay, create a base in the modeling create select the primitive shape. So we will do a box. So we have a box. Well, my friend, hey, how you doing? I've kind of lurked in your streams, just to let you know. Not all the time, but sometimes it's kind of hard to understand what you're saying, though. I'm not, I don't speak Portuguese that well, or really kind of at all. I just kind of watch, though, when I can. Blueprint class and modeling mode, but mainly blueprint class since I'm creating rooms. Well, I was just going to create something real quick to see what, actually, make sure, where am I popping up? There's chat. Chat is above me. I might want to make it bigger, though. I don't know if people can read that. Can you guys read that out of curiosity? And yeah, and I hope you're having a, I still have your game on the wish list, so I will, once I notice it, because I should be getting an email saying, hey, this game's released. So I'll have to pick it up. I made it by using a blueprint class, modeling mode, but mainly blueprint class since I'm creating rooms. Well, I'm trying to... Hang on. I'm just going to make this cube real quick and see what to do. Save once satisfied, click this up to the modeling panel. So modeling panel, I don't see an accept button. Save create, hang on, what's... The modeling panel. Where's accept at? Oh my gosh, it's right here. So we created a box. So where does the box save to? And close out of this. We can switch over to this to selection. So we created this box. We just put this box in. So where does it save? Oh, it won't save. You'd have, oh my gosh. No, it's not gonna, it doesn't work that way, does it? No. You have to have the blueprint. So do you see the blueprint still? Okay, so okay, so I use modeling mode. So where's your blueprint at? Have you tried, you still have your blueprint? Can you see that? Because you can just pull out a blueprint, right? See, my guy's over there. So if you were just to pull out the blueprint with that, I mean, because the blueprint should be, that blueprint should be linked with whatever you created using. Oh, you don't even see the blueprint? Oh, I thought you weren't seeing the assets. If you don't see the blueprint, that's not good either. See where. Okay. So did you do any file restructuring at all by chance? Or move, like create files, and then move things in those files? I'd have to go back and read. 'Cause if so, like I had an issue doing that, and I had to completely redo all my stuff. I didn't have to, I just did. There's probably a way you could save it. But like I said, I'm surprised with deleting those files, nothing happened. See if we go projects. Yeah, this one's not necessarily needed, and I don't have binaries because I'm not using. Oh, binaries I think are for C++. You haven't moved in files before. You haven't moved. Okay, any files. All right. I need to change that back to this. How do you do that again? Is it that? And are you using just, it looks like you're using just blueprints. Oh, jeez. Hello, how you doing, D-Man? I'm trying to help out Rasta, and like I said, I'm stumped. I'm still a noob though when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry if you were streaming yesterday. I kind of got, I kind of downloaded Borderlands 4, and I was playing it with a buddy. That game is fun. I know there's a lot of people having issues with it though. I didn't have any issues. I'm using both. Okay, so you should have the binaries. I know when you, oops, shoot. Because did you generate the Visual Studio project files? Because I think when you delete like the binaries, the intermediate saved, and even this one it said, but I don't know for sure. I think then you just right click here and then you do the regenerate, Visual Studio Project files. Oh yeah. But yeah, I know there's a lot of people having issues with it, and then they're like, oh, it's Unreal 5's fault and blah blah. I'm like, no, it's the developers. They just didn't optimize. Stop crying. It'll get fixed eventually. I mean, look at Cyberpunk 2077. Okay, dang it. I try to I don't know. It's at 7, so I need to remember you stream at 7-ish, so I'll just have to have you popped up and open and ready. But I am thinking that is not making any sense. Okay, so Unreal 5.6 asset vanished in content folder in Unreal, but what are we all making today? Oh, thanks for the follow as well. I do anonymous follows, and I'm not going to say who it was, so haha. I know and you don't. Well, beside the person who did follow. What are we making today? That too. So I was just kind of working on trying to get Sprint to work myself. And then I just tried to help Ross to try to figure out why his folder is or his content folder in Unreal is not showing his blueprints or his assets. Still in content folder in File Explorer. My main concern today, though, was if you read my little thing at message I pinned. So I tried to move my blueprints around my folders, and kind of similar to what happened to him, like the folders were there, but none of the blueprints were there. So I'm like, F it, and I just redid everything. So I'm just finishing up. The main thing I want to do, so I have version control now. I can submit, but the thing is when I submit, I open up Git. My Git says no local changes. So it should have. So if we were to, I gotta remember where. I don't remember how I did sprinting, in all honesty. Thank you for yeah, no, I because I mean I enjoy watching your stream. I just try to make sure I'm in there when I can, and I forget sometimes. I am very forgetful. I'm thinking. Filters or view setting may be hiding assets. Unreal's asset registry hasn't properly File Explorer without proper import in Unreal. Corrupt or invalid assets. Files may be corrupt or from an incompatible UE version. Moved or renamed. Derived. They don't. Since the assets are present they aren't deleted, and the issue is likely related in Unreal's initial indexing or importing process. That's what I was kind of thinking. Sure you're in the correct folder, which you are. I'm not gonna. I've been working on this for about 4 hours now. Clear the search bar at the top to remove any filters. Click the settings gear, top right. Disable real-time thumbnails. Enable show engine content, show plugin content. So making sure you're seeing everything. Set asset view to list or column instead of tiles. Right click the folder, refresh to rescan. Force asset registry rescan. Right click the content. Validate assets. You said you did that. And forces a rescan. Fix up redirectors to folders to resolve broken references. That's the other thing. I think you said you did that as well. So let's validate. Where's update redirectors, redirector references. Appear, close, and delete. The file explorer, delete and the file. Reopen the project. Unreal will regenerate it, which may take a few minutes. Re-import the asset, which you created it in. You don't need to re-import it. It was already created in. Clear. Close Unreal Engine. Go there. Delete the folder. So you did that. Check the version incompatibility. So there is no. You said you're in 5.6. So there really isn't. Advanced recovery. Check output log. I mean, so you tried, you deleted your intermediate files for backup versions of the asset, copy them to the content folder and try re-importing. New project test, create a new project, migrate assets from the original project's content folder. So even if you don't see, or you said you did this, right? I mean, even if you don't see it, just click the folder that it's in and see what happens, I guess. I mean, but I thought you said you did that. Check plugins and detail type of assets are missing. So the only other, all right, so that's a lot of good information. Ooh, how do you make an asset? Here it is. Okay. No, because this doesn't matter because you. Yeah, I know. Trust me. Like I said, I redid all mine, but mine wasn't that. Mine, I didn't make anything. You know, it sounds like Rasta actually made stuff, and I'd be so annoyed with myself. And you said you did the fix redirectors, and you said that didn't work. Some stuff didn't disappear. Use this. This could be it too. They might have refreshed. And you, so you did the refresh, right? Oh, I'm gonna add. Dang it. I don't even know where. Reference viewer. I don't even know where refresh is. Oh, refresh. That's version control though. I click the folder in the content. Oops. Click refresh. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it seems like you did all this. Drag and drop to re-import, which you don't need to do. You created it in there. The file may be corrupted or tied to a plugin engine version. No, it's not. Then it could be corrupted. Honestly, that's. But I mean, because it was there previously and now it's not. I mean, that's. So window, open the output log. So if you open the output log, you can do fail to load. Oops. You probably failed to load. Oops. I wish you could search through. Oh, here we go. Fail to load. Fail to load. I mean, you could try this. I mean, just looking in your see if there's anything in your output log. But yeah, create a backup of the asset, delete it from the file explorer, restore from a source controller back, which you don't have. So that's the only thing. The only other person that, I mean, not necessarily I mean, I don't think he's on yet. Actually, he might be on. Let me see. That you could probably ask. He is not on. But let me see. I will shout him out real quick. Just because. Let me open over here. We're gonna shout him out, but so Swashbuckling Fox, he might be able to help you. For sure, Graham probably could. I know he's one of the people in there. Let me see where he's at though. Or not see where he's at. There we go. See if I typed his name right. Swashbuckling Fox. Let's see if this works. Okay. Oh yeah, I thought your name looked freaking familiar. I'll see if this works. Let's see if that's the right one. I don't think he's on yet. No, he's not on yet. But he's like, him and Graham are like really have helped me out somewhat, so they're quite not have told me things I should have listened to. I thought it was today because I thought he took Wednesdays and Thursdays off, and then he does Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays. I think he's just running late. Oh, that's true. But yeah, honestly, it sounds like I knew your name looked familiar, and I just couldn't place it. Dang. Okay. I feel a little better that someone that's way smarter than me could probably help you out. So we have our... Hey, how you doing, Skittles? Hopefully you're having an awesome day. Hopefully much better than mine. Oh, we got the... let me open this up real quick. Let me make sure it's right. I wanted to look at this real quick. Okay, so this is right. I could tell real quick by looking. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is correct. Okay, perfect. I am out for the day, but thanks for streaming. Take care. Uh-oh. Oh, see ya, Marvel. Hopefully you have an awesome day. So Rasta's having an issue where he created an asset in Unreal itself. He could see it, do stuff with it, went back into Unreal today, and was gone. It's still in his... it's better than mine. It's still in his file explorer. He can see it, but Unreal can't see it. So I still think it's some sort of linking issue. So we went through the steps to do that, and that did not work. Usually it does, so I don't know why it didn't, but I mean, anytime I had any issues, I did that and everything would be hunky-dory. If I can't fix this, it's about 3 solid days of work, and I usually do 4 to 6. Ooh, ouch. 12 to 18 hours of work. Blueprint class asset. And you can't even see the blueprint either. So not only can you not see the asset, you can't see the blueprint either. Ugh. Okay, what was I doing? I forget what I was doing. Oh, okay. We're trying to sprint. I gotta remember where I put my sprint. I I might have wrote it down. We'll see here in a second. We'll close out of that. No matches found. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. What did I do? What? Oh my gosh. Okay, it's right here. Should have saved. I just did my reversion control, so I'm happy. I don't even know if it works. It says it worked. Right? It's saying it worked. Let me look real quick. So if we go to local gets, no idea what I'm doing. No idea what I'm doing. It didn't even, it's not, nothing saved though. I don't think, right? Yes, I use Obsidian. I like it. No idea what I did. No idea what I did. There we go. Perfect. Submit. So committed, but I don't, I mean, right here's the get, but it's, do I need to type? No. Save about once every, I don't know. It's saying nothing changed though. All it's saying is I added the get this, and I don't know. It's just saying I did the initial save, but what am I doing? View changes. There's no changes. Well, I thought this was where there's. Nope, we gotta move that over because it has my personal email. Failed not to get repository reversion control. I don't know how to use anything else. I mean, what else could I use? Because I'm just trying to create a local repository just to save stuff locally. Just have like 100 backups. So what do? You just go in here. Hang on. Where's it at? Hang on, I'll find it. Hang on. You just go in here. You go to your projects, and you just copy this and do a new folder. Backups. Do no idea what I'm doing. There we go. Perfect. No idea what I'm doing. And then just actually hang on. We go, yeah, we put it in here, right? And we save it, or we paste it, and then we just, it'll copy. Wow, it's kind of big. Oh. And then you compress to 7-zip file. Also, Fox said his Discord, oh, I must have missed that. I don't know where it's saved. Okay. Must be. I'm redoing the desk and setting up new monitors and camera mount. I'm going to take the night. The rest, I'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Okay. Oh, 14 minutes. That sucks. Okay, so, and I have the same copy in this, just in case I don't compress it. Oh. Yeah, it's gonna take forever to compress. Short-term saves usually. Huh, there's another... what is it? It's, oh my gosh, there's... I thought it started with a P, but I don't remember. I guess I could do this. I'd forget. That's why it's so much easier just to like click here. But when you view, there's nothing changed though. That's the whole issue. RTS something in the form of Command. Oh my god, I like Command and Conquer. I remember. Oh man, when they come out, late '90s, early 2000s. I think. Then my whole issue popped up. Trying to remember how to do this. I don't even remember. Yeah, I mean, everything we've done and you've done, I got nothing. I got nothing else that I could think of besides it's somehow corrupted. Character, player, blueprint, controller. It sounded like it does. It just isn't. The asset and blueprint isn't in the actual location. Oh, didn't you say your project mode or your game mode was gone too? Jeez, man, everything. If it isn't one thing, it definitely is another. Items, control rig. Oh, where was it? Characters, player, inputs, input actions. We do not. We have a sprint key. Okay, so go here. Sprint. Can you set? We are doing set max walk speed. Okay, so it doesn't complete. Okay, all right, we got it. We got it. All right, so now we do bring that up. Completed. Oops, hang on. Duplicate. Completed. The 600. And let's just do it this way. I don't like doing that. I have like 10 assets that are still here, but the other 100 are sorry. Holy crap. Completed. Okay, so that's weird. There's something going on. Oh, see it? It stutters. Maybe, I don't know. Here, next time for me. It's unsafe for 3 days of... Yeah, I would hold off on just restarting. Maybe there's... Because you can still see the stuff. He opened the prod... It's Windows fault, 100%. I'm not seeing too much of an issue. It's gonna be my first game, so we can clean it up a little later, but I think we are... So we'll shrink this to a function. This function will be, speed sprint. What's this function? Oh, wait, what's this? Hang on, what's this? I don't know where this is. We're just gonna delete it. It'll be fine. I have to open my C++ code like I've been doing and collapse the function, set max walk speed, walk, jog. There we go. Oops, let's make sure we're set here. Yeah, I'm kind of reading what's going on. Maybe... So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a... I've not restarted my... For UE, just restart PC first. Actually, would signing out just be as well too? I mean, sign out, come back, sign back in. That's usually what I do instead of a full restart. Oh wow. See where she was at. Oh wow, she's way down there. Okay. Uh-oh. What's this? That open, I have that open, I have this open. Close that. I have this open. There's not... I'm gonna have to look more into that. We don't need this open. Don't really need this open right now. Close that. Don't need this. Looks like I lost some frames too. Sorry, alright. If that works, maybe that helps. Shouldn't you open the project from IDE? Yeah, so usually what I've been doing, at least when I was doing C++, I mean, I know most people use like Visual Studio, but I use JetBrains myself. Whenever I wanted to open my project, I'd open it and then I'd run the project by running the IDE. Where's my mouse? There we go. Okay, so we have sprint. Let's make a toggle sprint too. Sprint. You have Visual Studio. So the issue I was having with Visual Studio is I like it, the ability to, when I start typing it, to pop up. I don't select it. I like to type it all out, but it's just kind of, and I couldn't get that with Visual Studio. I wasn't doing it. So this reason I stopped with learning C++. Ow. So let's rename this to _ pressed. That's fine. Since it isn't a huge deal, I don't. Oh my! See, what is this? There we go. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, I have kitty hype too. And then we do a new inputs. Oh, I don't want mapping context. I want just inputs. Inputs. Action. Sprint toggle. There we go. Scheduled for addition, whatever that means. Okay, so we go in here. So sprint pressed is left shift, left shift. I swear that's what I meant. Well, I didn't change anything much in C++, so I didn't. Hello. Oops. How you doing, Paradox? So, oh, it's crouch. All right, so shift. So what can we do for cap locks? Maybe for just to have something. Toggle. So we'll do. Oops. Hang on. What happened? So where to go? Thought I. Okay, toggle. Did you open the and crouch, sprint toggle. Made sure it was the right one. Okay, so we have our sprint here. So actually we need to delete this one. That's not the right one. IA sprint pressed. So trigger and then completed. Okay, so IA sprint toggle, and then the fun begins. It's probably this. This is a mess, but it works, so I'm happy. I'm fine with it. So toggles on started. So flip flop. We do flip flop. Then we'll do. Oh wait, no. There we go. Oh, let me guess. Did it work? Did something happen? You restart a computer and it's there. Please. I hope so. Because that yo looks like, hey, something happened that was good. Really did take a restart? Nice. So it's all back now? Set max walk speed. To 900. Oh, hang on. I could just use these. There we go. Holy, yeah, that's freaking outstanding to hear. Hopefully, I think this will work, right? Okay. Okay, so let's check this out. Hate doing that. There we go. Let's come here. So we're running cap locks. We're still running cap locks. We stopped. It looks, his arms look a little weirder than legs. It like stops for slightly a second. I'll have to fix that. That's probably in here somewhere in the locomotion. It's probably somewhere dealing with this. But we got our sprinting back. I think we're pretty much done with that now. And it sounds like Ross is in a good, perfect spot now to fix the rest of his stuff. Yeah, that was a little crazy though. You had to completely reset. Okay, I know. Let's see, we have. Okay, so the next thing I did want to work on, I have no idea how to do it exactly, was a weapon thing. So I know we need to go into our, oh, looks like ads are about to start. Our control rig, which is probably this one. Meshes, our skeletal mesh. I think we're using Manny Simple, right? Hang on, let me player blueprint. That's what we're using. So we're using Manny Simple, okay. So mannequin meshes, Manny Simple. So I think we go in here, right? And then we can just do we can do two. I want to do one right now. So that's our left hand. Left arm, right clavicle. Here we go. So on the hand we what? Add a socket, right? And then this is our hand. So it's a weapon socket. But should be really weapon because we could use a shield too. This would be our. I'll have to figure out a different name. A weapon might not be the best. I do not have. We can check real quick. I don't know if I have any. Because I don't know how to do this exactly at all. Honestly, I don't remember. Oh, we're back. Okay, sorry, I forgot we were in ads. I don't remember how to do any of this. So we're going to guess. Let's see what we have in our library. Weapon. Free fantasy weapon sample. I got to love the chaos, right? Here. Close that. We can add the projects. No idea what I'm doing. Perfect. I'll add it to that project. Holy crap. That's huge. I need to take my medicine. Phone's yelling at me. Alright, so it's in our project. Sweet. So we have a weapon pack. Meshes. Props? No. Weapons. Weapon kits. So it looks like we have... I don't know what the question marks mean. We have a sword, an axe, daggers. Oops, that mean to open up the spear. I meant to open up the sword. So that sword will be fine for now. I have some other assets that I'm going to be using, but I just want to create something real quick, and then I'll probably end up deleting this out and just adding the other assets. So how do you need to fix? All right, so need to these things and save it, and then done for the day. Nice. Make sure you back it up. Push the back up button. Okay, so we have a sword. How do add? So in Unreal 5.6, you add a weapon to a socket. Create or use an existing socket. So we created our socket. Attach the weapon to the socket in character blueprint. Oh, okay. So in character blueprint, how do you do that? Use this node to attach a weapon to the actor mesh. Attach a static. If your weapon is just a component, not a spawned actor. Okay, so this is going to be a little more complicated than I thought. Attach rule, snap to target, or keep. Chat GPT. Let's go here. Socket. The process commonly in games to make weapons appear in a character's hand. Holster. Open the characters. So we did this. We created the mesh, or we created the sockets. Create the weapon as an actor. To attach it, it's typically represented as an actor via a blueprint containing the weapon mesh. Created a weapon. Oh my gosh, I forgot. That's right. That's right. That's what I was going to do. So I was going to create a folder. We created a folder item. We created a base item class. And then from there, what I was going to do was I was going to create a weapon folder. And then we're going to create a blueprint class based on that item base. VP item base. So this is our weapon. VP weapon. But see now, okay, what is this? Assemble the Ancients. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I am not that far yet. So then we can add a... What is this? It's a static mesh. Okay. Add a static mesh. Weapon. So... Lurk while I fix things. Well, hopefully you... It's not much. It's super easy and you're able to get it done quickly. We have our weapon. We want to... Oh, here we go. Static mesh. We have our... What's it? SM sword. Okay. Oh, that's one of your new emotes, isn't it? So I hover over, it says unknown emote. Okay, so we have our blueprint weapon. So the thing is I don't know if I need to do a... I'll have to look into it. But I don't know if I should be doing... Instead of it being called blueprint BP weapon, I don't know if I should call it BP, you know... 1H underscore sword underscore, you know, whatever. You know, the... Like some fact about it, like, you know, because you have the Scimitar ones, and then you have, you know, long or something, maybe long. Like, yeah, so it'd be like 1H underscore sword underscore, well, no, because it'd be a pain in the butt. So I would do like 1H underscore long underscore sword, because you got the short sword too. And then for like, I'd do like bastard sword for like, you know, the 1.5 hand, like freaking huge monster sword. That isn't like the great sword. So yeah, how do you, Pangea, you are in the way. Okay, so we created our, okay. Oh, hey, I think I got it. Hang on. You add a blueprint? No. How do you... Double click in the editor, add the weapon mesh, which we did. The details pane, set the static mesh to your weapon. Adjust transform, we didn't refine. Attach the weapon to the socket. Attach to a character blueprint recommended for gameplay. Open the character blueprint, locate the blueprint. Double click and open the blueprint editor. Add a weapon as a component. So up here, what do you... So add a weapon as a component. In the components panel, select mesh component. It's a mesh. I don't... Static mesh? Did I do this right? Is this the right mesh? Okay, I did do static mesh. Okay. So we created a static mesh. Do weapon. Compile. Oh, you probably over here, we're going to select our BP weapon. There's no BP weapon. Okay, that did not work. Well, it's not working how I thought it would. Select the mesh component, click add component, add child component. So yeah, your weapon blueprint. So why? So I don't want to add components. Okay, hang on. Double click, open the blue in the components panel, select the mesh component, which we didn't do skeletal mesh because it's a static mesh. Click add component, child actor component. Oh, is this it? Hang on, let's put this up here. Let's delete that. What is this? Right there. Okay. Okay. Attach, select in the components panel, in the details under transform, set attach the component to set attach to component. So I don't see that. Why does this have a camera? Oh no, that's just the okay, never mind. That's just the camera. That's not its own camera. I was like, what the heck's going on? Nope. It's For some odd reason, it's back there. So if you do child mesh, so like the socket, yeah, so I don't select the child actor component or stack mesh component in the components panel, and the details under transform, select. So under transform, there is nothing like that. So here's transform, there's not that there. Place up in the level, drag your blueprint. So okay, so this is not. I have no idea what I'm doing. You can always. Maybe I did it wrong. We have 3 different AIs we can check. Don't see. Create a socket. All right. See, I don't want to name it like a weapon socket because the way I'm looking at it is, well, what if, you know, what if someone wants to use, instead of their right hand for their weapon, they want to use their left, and their right hand for a shield or something. So I don't want to call it a weapon. I got to figure out a different name for it. So I don't want to call it item either because that's way too broad. The skeletal mesh tree, we already added socket, we named the socket, and a preview mesh for alignment. Oh, okay, we need to do that. Right, sockets, preview assets, do sword. Skeletal mesh sword. Interesting. What's this from? Should we use a static mesh or a skeletal mesh? I don't know. Okay. Well, one, it needs to be rotated. I'm moving way too fast. I need to slow down a little bit. There we go. So then the fun begins. So you want to... Then I was getting confused at what button? W. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, so I'm just kind of looking. It should be all right. I think that's fine. We don't need to be super precise, but I think that looks pretty good. I think it'll be fine. So it looks good like that. Spawn or reference your weapon. Attach actor to component node. The parent of this skeletal mesh. Choose your socket name. Snap the target. Find the weapon blueprint. Spawn the weapon. Attach it. Oh my gosh, that's not very helpful. So I have the sword here. Let me delete this because I don't think that's right. Name the sockets. Optional, do a preview alignments. Blueprints use attach actor to component or attach component to component node. So let's see if anything. So if we submit changes. So where's the submitting to? That's what I don't know. I don't know where it's going. Cancel. So if we do change your vision controls, we need to move this out of the way because it's my personal email address, which I don't know why. Perforce, that's what it was. Okay. Submit. Let's see if we do view changes now. See, there's like nothing. I don't understand this. Okay, I don't know what it's doing. Oh, this is all right. I don't want to watch a video, right? Because that's so it's not that one. Get nope, I don't know. Uh-oh. Rip. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it and see. I thought I did have Perforce before, but and I know that's a local. I just this isn't like sending it to where I don't know where it's sending it to. Because when I look, we're in our oops, we'll go here, we'll go to our local gets. We'll go in here, we'll go in here, and then there's nothing. Unless this is the file, but this is hidden. I think it should be bigger than that. I think it's too small for all the stuff I have. So I'll have to figure that out. So we have our sword set up though. It looks alright. Can we probably moved up a little bit. I don't even know what this didn't even do anything. Alright, I was hoping I'd be able to remove it, but I don't know. Alright, yeah, I'm not sure. I thought you could just like I can click this guy, but I can't click the weapon. Oh well. What if I do remove? Oh, okay, there we go. And then we can do preview asset sword. We'll grab this one. See, now it's not. Oh, it is where I had it. Never mind. So if we go up a little bit. No, it's not the right. So, because it's going to go up into the thumb. Oops. Actually, you want to know what? There it is. So we're going to also move it down. I think that's a lot better. There we go. That'll work. Okay, so whenever you equip the sword, it should go into the hand like that. I think that's how that works. Don't quote me, though. I don't... Oh, wow. I don't know what I just did. I clicked something. Where is it? So I'm looking for the like the thing for the, because it's right now it's saying I'm only getting lagging again is basically what I'm trying to say. And I shouldn't be. Unreal 5. How do you change scalability? I think is what it was. Settings menu, top right of the viewport, then select engine scalability. I don't know where that is. Oh, is that a new one? Cheers to the... Oh, that might be... Did you pick that one up or get that one from something? Is this editor through... No. Here we go. They might have moved it. Here's an image. I'm not going to show the image because I don't trust people. Okay, so it's this. Scalability, this is super annoying. Hype train, oh, okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I need to make sure my see is there. There we go. That should help my... Like, I have a pretty good computer, and it just... I don't know. I guess OBS is like, hey, I like to have resources too, so I'm just going to slow you down a little bit. Okay, so I'm trying to... Like I said, I don't... Like, this is kind of new. I have some things, but I don't want to necessarily use them. In the character blueprint, use the attach actor to component or set the parent as a skeletal mesh. Choose your socket name and use snap to target for... Actually, because I probably should come on tomorrow morning kind of early for a couple hours. Because I'm not going to have a lot of time for the... Oh, I guess I could do it tomorrow evening as well. I might just stick to the evenings on the weekends for right now. Because usually I have stuff going on and I'm trying to... Once I get all that figured out, I'll probably go more towards the morning. So like 7 a.m. to 1, maybe 1 or 2. So that's all Eastern time. But right now I might just kind of stick to the evenings. That'll give me a little bit of a chance to kind of figure out how to do this correctly and then do this on stream. Attach a weapon to your character. I mean, like I said, you guys aren't... I can watch this, but you guys aren't going to be able to hear anything. Okay, so he's going through. So they did mesh. Oh, that's the character mesh. that. Oops. Static mesh. 2 weapon. Static mesh, but we didn't have. See, we have the sword, right? So then you're gonna. Oh, okay. So we want to erase this. Oh, I thought you could just clear it. Oh, there we go. We cleared it. All right. So click this. So we. So they're probably setting up the weapon socket, or the socket for the weapon, I'm gonna guess. Okay, we're gonna skip this. So he's looking for hand, and then you're adding a socket. All right, so we did that. Okay, so we did this. So looking for a socket. Okay, so if we do here, weapon, I can't type though. Oh, okay. Weapon sockets. Okay. So, oh, and then you put the weapon on. Oh, okay. I do sword. So why did I create a blueprint then? So then if we compile, save, go out here, we have our sword, but he doesn't kind of grip it. So that's something else we'll have to probably look into. See, he's running with a sword. Ah, sword in the neck. Ah, oops, that didn't work. All right. So it looks like some of the animations I will like if. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so it looks like some of the animations I will have to figure out if. Oh shoot, we're adding ads. All right. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. I mean, it looks all right, but we'll wait till. Yeah, it looks all right. I know what I'm gonna have to do. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so we will. In the neck. That's not good. So we're gonna have to. Well, we'll have to wait until the people come back from the ads over on Twitch before we kind of figure out what we're gonna be doing. Hang on, we are waiting. So basically, it looks like, I mean, jumping, because of how the hands are, we're gonna have to find. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. So basically, we're gonna have to have different animations for unarmed, right? And then we're gonna have other animations for if you're armed. I'm gonna hopefully only need those 2 sets, where if I'm armed, no matter what I'm equipped or I have equipped, it will always not, be in my face, not hit me in the face, or when I jump, the sword doesn't just like kind of kind of go right there where it's going, like into my chest up here. So we'll have to fix some of the animations, or I do have this. Oh, I do not have this installed. I do have that installed. What are you talking about? Anyways, it's called Cascader. I could probably import the animations and kind of fiddle with them. Even Unreal, probably. I could probably mess with the animations. I'm not too familiar with using Unreal doing that, if it does do that or anything. So I will have to look into that. I'm guessing it probably could. If we go down to animations. Select. Okay, tweens. Tweens. I remember hearing about the when just Cavino, when he's coding, or when he was coding, that he would use the tweens. It's like how it like blends or something. I think I don't know for sure. Like I said, I'm not the best. But other than that, I think we're gonna get going. If anybody has anywhere we can go, we can go there. If not, we can figure out who's live. So I should be on tomorrow. Probably about the same time I started today. Probably maybe a little earlier, so it could be like maybe 6:30 or 7, and then it'd probably go to like 9:30 because I do need to get to bed because I have to work in the morning. But yeah, if nobody has anywhere to go, we can. I'm looking to see if we have another. Someone new. I don't know. Let's see. We have. Hang on. There we go. Search. Game dev. Unreal. Pixel art. Or I probably could just. What do we have? I had. Oh, you want to know what? Zed's on. We'll go say hi to Zed. He is. Let me go see if I can find him. Zed A. Shaw. There he is. So we'll go right over to Zed. He's. I don't know what he's working on right now. I know he sometimes will work on like an 80s type dungeon crawler using just C++. As far as I know, he only uses like just C++, but I know he's been learning some like Go and some other like web dev stuff, and he's been working on his website because he has a website. So we'll start it right over to him. And on YouTube, like I said, I'll be on tomorrow, probably 21 hours from now, so or 20 hours from now, something like that. So right now my time is about 10:30, so like I said, 6:30, so 4 hours before right now, and right around there I should be on. I'm gonna do a little bit of research, kind of get this up and running a little bit better. Yeah, just a little bit of research, see if I need how to go about with the different items, and then trying to put the item out and then pick it up. So other than that, YouTube, I'm going to get going, so I will see you guys later on YouTube. So bye, YouTube. Hope you have an awesome night or day, and I will see you tomorrow for sure. So until then, see you guys. Okay.